Because letter carriers are out delivering the mail 6 or even 7 days a week in every neighborhood across this great country, they're often the first person on the scene when action is needed. And you put those two things together, a willingness to go above and beyond when necessary, and a frequent presence in America's neighborhoods, and you get the kind of deeds that brought us all here today to celebrate. And now we get to our National Hero of the Year. Matthew Lamb from Johnstown, Pennsylvania, branch 451. Matt, if you want to come up with Matt today, is Tim Maris, who is president of branch 451. Matt's parents, Beverly and Reverend Stephen Lamb. Rick Wagner, who's the supervisor of customer services for Johnstown, and Wendy Hudak, the Johnstown postmaster. Oh, did I miss your wife? I did miss your wife, Victoria. Okay, sorry about that. We're going to have to start the program over. Good afternoon. And his wife, Victoria. I apologize. Thanks for all of you being here today. As Matthew was delivering the Rukoski's mail one day in late November, Rukoski, is that right? Okay. He smelled smoke. It was snowing, so I assumed that the home just had a wood burner going, and I continued on, the 5-year letter carrier said. But as he delivered a package on a nearby street, I looked back and could see flames from their porch, Matt said. Concerned, he ran over to their front porch, knocked on the door, and helped the elderly resident, Helen Rukoski, out of the home and to a safe distance across the street. I asked if there was anyone else in there, Matt said, and she replied that there was not. Matt called 911 as he grabbed a fire extinguisher from the garage, but it failed to work. The 911 operator asked him if anyone else was in the house. I double-checked with the woman that the house was empty, Matt said. It was then that she told me her grandson was sleeping upstairs. I told the dispatcher this as I began looking for a way into the house. But by this point, the fire had spread and now blocked access to the kitchen door. I climbed over the railing at the far end of the porch and tried the side door, Matt said, but it was locked and the fire was spreading. Glass around me was breaking and burning debris from the porch ceiling fell and hit me on the back. Held back by heat and smoke, Matt jumped off the porch and looked for another way in. I was trying the basement door when I heard a shout for help coming from around the house, he said. I ran over where I saw Adam, the grandson, sticking his head out of a second-story window. Black smoke was pouring out around him as he coughed and gasped for air. And Matt was determined to save the young man. He yelled to the 20-year-old Adam that his grandmother was outside and safe and that he was trying to get to him, but that most of the entrances seemed blocked. Quickly, Matt decided that there was just one option. He told Adam to jump down and that he would catch him. Now, saying that was one thing, but making sure it happened was another. That required closely observing Adam's every movement. He climbed through the window as I positioned myself below him, Matt said. He jumped down, and I caught him and broke his fall. At that point, Matt had gotten everyone out of the house. The two men then made their way around the burning home to where the grandmother was waiting. I stayed with them and tried to keep them calm until the fire department arrived, Matt said. When the fire truck showed up, I directed them to the nearest hydrant. Now, Helen's husband, Robert, who happened to be a former volunteer firefighter, was now in his late 80s. He arrived home shortly after to see the fire trucks at his house. Firefighters from 4 towns wound up responding to the fire, which extensively damaged the first floor and the front porch. Once Matt knew that the fire crews had the situation under control, he returned to his route, insisting that he had just been at the right place at the right time. I didn't think about it too much, he said. Someone was needing help. I wasn't looking at it like I was in danger. Well, the judges had a different take, Matt. He really put himself in life and death straits, the judges said. He acted with no regard for his own personal safety and made not 1, but 2 attempts. Absolutely incredible. Matt calls his selection a great honor, but sums up his actions in simple terms. I was just trying to help out one of my customers. Well, Matt, you certainly helped out one of your customers, and we couldn't be prouder of the way that you did it. So please join me in congratulating our 2017 National Hero of the Year, Matthew Lamb. Hold on. Let's take a picture for Mike.
Thank you. As everyone else, I'm just going to keep this short and sweet. Just got to say, after hearing everybody else's stories here today, that it's truly humbling, and it's a tremendous honor to be receiving this award today. So that's all I have. Just thank you.